Good day, gentlemen, and welcome to the video. This one is probably going to be my most controversial. I am mad as hell, and it's incredibly frustrating. This video is all about how relationships are impossible today and what to do about it. Let's go. Good day, gentlemen. Welcome to the Remarkable Man Project. I'm Dwayne Klassen, and I am honored that you're here. Today, gentlemen, we are diving down a rabbit hole that is dark and it's ugly. And it is why relationships are impossible today. Because you know this, you feel this. It doesn't matter if you're a man or a woman. It's a shit show out there. The dating app landscape is just set up for men to fail. Even the dating experience is akin to a test of will and wits and your sanity, just trying to get a foothold in a solid, real, loving relationship. There's all this grass is greener. There's swiping left, swiping right. There's monkey branching, spinning plates. There's all the agendas for men and all the agendas for women. And it's a wonder why we're just so divided right now. But before we get into the video, if you're brand new to the channel, welcome. The Remarkable Man Project is here to help men level up to the 2.0 version of who they are. We're here to give you the resources, the leadership, and the accountability that you need to be the remarkable man as you define him. I'm also the coach for men. I've been working with men for over 13 years to help them ignite the authentic masculine power within and truly be the remarkable man he knows is within, so he too can live a remarkable life. I'm also the founder of the Remarkable Man Project on School and the author of my groundbreaking book, The Remarkable Man, Champions to Women, Heroes to Children, Brothers to Each Other. You can get a copy on Amazon, link in the description. All right, brothers, while I am going off today because I am seeing this relationship landscape as a shit show, and I know you're feeling it too. The frustration, especially men, are experiencing right now. It seems like there's nothing that you can be doing that is going to work. It just feels like the cards are stacked against you. The information that's coming out on how to manage your state, how to have more game or build up your status, how much is that actually being applied? How much of that is actually working? And with women's evolution and what they're learning online is that they're countering everything we're attempting to do, right? You're trying to be in your authentic masculine power and you're doing these different things, which feels like a psyops in some ways because you have to jump through all these hoops and it becomes like a psychological game of cat and mouse. Women have to do this so they don't feel like they're being too easy. Men have to then do this and women counter with this. And then, oh yeah, wait a few days. Don't text her until whatever. Brothers, most of the techniques are bullshit. And here's why. If there is not a real connection in the moment, there's never going to be. Yeah, you can try, you can work something out, maybe play a few games, but in truth, women are holding the cards right now. So if you attempt to be in your masculine frame and not text for 48 hours or 72 hours or whatever the going rate is, you need to know that there are 5 to 10 other dudes that are in her sphere that are trying to get into her pants and her world. So unless you're an Adonis, unless there was absolute sexual attraction on that moment, that's the only thing that's going to get her to be pining for you and expecting to hear from you. Anything less, if you attempt this game of, she texted me, she's into me, I'm going to wait 48 hours, whatever. Good luck with that. She's on to the next dude that's giving her attention. She's probably already had another lunch or another dinner with other dudes. Her phone's lighting up, brothers. Her dating apps are an endless supply of options. So if you try and play this game, she's just literally going to go, oh, I thought we had something. Oh, what an asshole. He never got back to me. Oh, there's Frank. Oh, he's cute. Now she's on to him. Know this, that if there is a connection, if you feel a connection, I've done this with great success. If there is a connection and I go home after that great connection, before I go to sleep, I go, hey, babe, that was an awesome date. Really enjoyed the company, and be flirtatious with it. Hey, I hated to see you leave, but I love to watch you walk away. Winky face, use a few emojis that get the point across that you're flirting with her. You're keeping the sexual tension high. She's either going to return that, hey, yeah, I loved it too. And, oh, you were checking me out, whatever. And now you can flirt. Now it's on. And maybe might be some sexting going on, but that's because there's sexual tension. There's true attraction. You're only going to be playing games with someone that is playing games. Who has time for that shit? Stop it. So I want you to understand that all these quote unquote methods of getting the girl are only going to exasperate your frustration, brother. You need to be able to feel the connection in the first 30 seconds to 5 minutes. You've got a moment of time to turn the charm on. And she may go, oh, I'm not sure if I like this guy. Not sure if I like this guy. Tick tock, tick tock. All of a sudden, oh, there it is. Oh, I do like this guy. Oh, I do like this guy. Here we go. Very rarely can you salvage a date after the 30-minute mark. Yeah, you've literally got about 5 minutes to state who you are, how you roll, what you're about, and your vibe, your energy and ability to get her feeling that she can be free in her feminine energy. And you got this. You want to get her to feel that energy, that you're different. Anything else is just a game. And it's just incredibly frustrating. And I'm going to share this with you, man. I'm seeing the dating advice that's out there, especially to women, and what their anticipation is and what their expectations are truly out to lunch. So it's imperative before you actually have the first date that you're kind of getting on the same page, but make sure that this date is not a dinner. It's not a dinner. Stop doing that. Yes, they may expect it. Then delete. She's out. If she goes, oh, I was kind of hoping that we would have this dinner. La Chamire is a great French restaurant. Always wanted to go there. She's baiting you to take her to a high-end restaurant. You know this. There are women out there that just use men for free dinners. And I know you've been a sucker to one of them. I have. Absolutely. I've made it rain to many women. I do not do that anymore. What I do, there are some women that have a really chill, cool vibe. Yeah. And you can meet them for coffee. They're that kind of woman. And I kind of like those women that have this really chill, cool vibe. And then there's some that are a little more pretentious. And I'm going to share this with you that there might be a very sexual vibe to them. And if there's a sexual vibe to them, coffee is not necessarily a place where that is set free. And if you're feeling that sexual energy, and maybe this is not long-term and you both know it, that going for drinks is the sweet spot for that. Going for drinks. Go to a lounge. Go to a nice lounge, cocktails, wine. You're good with that. Then it allows her to dress up in that sexy little number that she loves to wear or doesn't get a chance to wear a whole lot. Yeah. So now you can flirt even more. But a coffee date is cool. You're getting to know them, and a coffee date may already set the tone that she has something more to offer. Like you're actually thinking that, she's a little more grounded. A coffee date with a latte, even, get her a muffin or like a treat of some kind. Cool. But don't do dinner. Don't. Like, really, you're going to do dinner? You're going to be in a situation where within 15 minutes, it becomes an insufferable nightmare that you both have to endure in order for the relationship to actually even get on the radar. You're going to have to go through 3 to 5 dates. It's usually 3. Yep. That's the magic part where, hey, maybe it's physical. And it's going to be up to 5 dates before you go, okay, I think we're onto something. But it's in those three to 5 dates that you have got to do your due diligence, and you've got to get really clear on both of your boundaries and your values. And I want to ask you this. When was the last time you did an audit of your own values and boundaries? So few men have actually done that. Like, what are my values and boundaries? Like, what will I permit? What do I want? What do I really want? What is a red flag in my life? And list them out. What will you not tolerate in your life? What does love look like to you? Yeah. What does it mean to be in love? Seriously, what does it mean? What does a relationship mean to you? What does marriage mean to you? Do you really know? It's not just a ceremony and handcuffed for the rest of your life. It is a union. And here's why I believe that relationships are one of the best containers for men, even though this might be unpopular or counter to the narrative and in the manosphere, where everything is like, brother, go your own way, man. Fuck it. Women, they're just not worth it. But I'm telling you, brothers, there are some amazing women out there too. And they're going, you know what? There's some amazing men out there too. And as the remarkable man that you are, your mission is to become the remarkable man that's within you. You're to become a champion to women. And then you do that by owning your authentic masculine power and taking 100% responsibility for your life and everything about it. All the turmoil that's happening out there in the world, in the relationship dynamic, is because of resentment. It is unmet values and boundaries, unmet expectations, and a whole lot of assumptions. You just assumed she knew how to treat you. She just assumed you would know, as women do, that you should just know everything about her. It's in the communication. It is having those conversations at date 4 or date 5 when you can feel that, man, something's happening here. Something's really cool. That if relationship is the next step, how do you make that relationship be on fire? That this is it. That, hey, this could be it. And this is the vibration that says, you know what? I'm going to delete my apps. You know what? I'm going to change my relationship status on my social media, which is a huge step for so many people. But you have to get to that vibration that she is it. But you get there by being it in yourself first, knowing that you deserve your ride or die, knowing that you can stand in the fire of a fierce woman. You can be solid anytime with an empowered woman because you are an empowered man. You have to go into relationship dynamics knowing that women are by default in this woke age that they are in their masculine frame. And they're in their masculine frame because they feel they have to be, because they do not trust that men are able to maintain their masculine frame long enough for her to surrender it and let go of it and to free up her divine feminine where she longs to be. That's your role. But too many men are missing this. They believe that, hey, she should come factory approved, ready to roll. It doesn't work that way. This is how you uncover this in conversation. In those conversations, you literally have to rewind the tape of relationships, what their experience was and how those men showed up. You don't want to go into details as to how, she was hurt or, any drama and story and everything else, but understand why she's wired the way she is in regards to relationship dynamics. And this may require you to understand a bit more of her childhood and the wounds of the little girl, because she's bringing those wounds forward. And you are bringing your wounds of the little boy forward. If you want to know a truism that could truly change the trajectory of your relationship experience, is knowing that relationships and marriage isn't about you and her. It's actually your two core wounds The core wound of her little girl and the core wound of your little boy are attracted to each other because Source, God, has brought you together to heal those two core wounds, knowing full well that it's going to be hard, it's going to be difficult, but love is an action word, brother. Too many people miss this and leave before this is ever healed because they can't stand in the fire long enough. I'm not dealing with this shit. This is bullshit. But it's bullshit because you never communicated the situation. You didn't have a heads up before you got into it. You just got into the crazy afterwards. Can mitigate all this before it ever happens by just having simple conversations and holding your frame. Here's a nugget. If you choose to accept it, could truly change your experience. And if you're in a relationship right now or in a marriage right now, lean in. The odds of you being with your beloved right now, the one you have, is infinitely almost impossible. First, you had a few 100 million sperm running around, and then that one had to find the egg. So that in itself is a miracle that she was born and you were born. And now you've got 8 billion people on the planet, and the two of you found each other. There are no accidents. That in itself needs to be a celebration that you are brought together for this reason. And it's up to you to either turn that into a season and turn that season into a lifetime of possibility. But you do that by anchoring in that this was not an accident. And by doing that, if you actually take that ride or die mentality and you both commit, and this is essentially the power of why marriage works for some people, is because it's a commitment. And once you make that commitment, all the other options are off the table. And the reason why so many relationships don't work is because the options are still on the table. They're always there in the periphery. And you've seen the videos where they're going, hey, can I see your phone? And they go, no. In fact, there was a video where a guy goes, so you have a choice. I either break up with you now or you show me your phone. Which one is it? And she laughs at him. She goes, well, that's just, that's a no-win situation. So right away, right there, you know that her Tinder is live. She's doing some flirts. She's texting. She's doing whatever. So this is the issue that so many people have, and they're afraid to address it and have these hard conversations. In date 5 or date 6, are you willing to actually let go of the dating apps that you're on? With what we're doing right now, see, in my understanding, in order for this to truly happen, we have to let go of what's in the periphery. And dating apps are in the periphery. And that's what kills most relationships, is because as soon as I F up or you F up, it becomes, oh, I know something better. Or I think this guy Earl is amazing. Or I think this Janet, oh my God, I should have texted her, or see where she's at. But if there's a modicum of hope for the two of you, and you know this, she, ride or die, she gets you. She gets you. And there's a part of you that rises, and you could feel that rise come up. She makes you feel like a remarkable man. More than that, you want to be a remarkable man. You want to be a better man for her. And you find yourself doing things that are elevating your life because that's what you want to bring to the table. She continues to be the wind in your sails. Brothers, this can only happen by making it a concerted effort by both of you. You've got to understand what fucks her up, what gets her mad, gets her frustrated. And she's doing the same. So you are understanding her values and boundaries. What's a red flag to you? No one's having these conversations, or very few. And then they just jump on assumptions, and then they get into month 3, month 4, and the shit's blowing up because all the assumptions aren't being met. There's no wonder relationships are so effed up right now is because there's no communication. You've got to recognize the prize that's in front of you, not her. It's the relationship that you're creating. It's who you're becoming because of it. That's the prize. And now you're building an empire. You've become a king. She's become a queen. And you are creating this incredible empire. And in Think and Grow Rich, the most wealthiest men on the planet get there because a woman has spoke life into their dreams. Now I get it. On the flip side, the cause of so many men spiraling down into the abyss is because a woman divorced him and took him for all he's worth. I get that too, but that is also a product of dysfunction and the letting go of the relationship container. Divorce just doesn't happen. Breakups just don't happen. It is a result of a lack of communication and a whole lot of assumptions. It's putting the foot on the brakes rather than the accelerator and coasting in your relationship, or just going quiet and being a little boy. Yeah. She's such a meanie. Certainly not going to get any sexual polarity out of that. I get that it's a shit show out there. And I know so many of you are in the manosphere and have taken the red pill and you're done. And you're taking advice of a lot of these dating experts, and some of it's incredible advice, but some of it is just going to lead you down a path that is dark, it's lonely, and it's frustrating because a lot of those techniques are not going to work. Women are getting the intel on that, and they're getting intel that doesn't work either. We need to get on the same page because this divide between men and women has to end. We got to get back to loving each other, connecting with each other, and not being the enemy to each other, because this is when we are truly happy. When we are in a loving, nurturing, sexually dynamic relationship, that's our sweet spot. And you know this. Now, I'm not talking about when she's bitching and things are going off the rails. I'm not talking about that. And I'm not comparing that to you having beers with your buddies in front of a freaking giant screen watching football. And that's your sweet spot. I guarantee you that if you had an option between that and fucking your hot babe that loves you dearly and is going to make you pancakes and bacon afterwards, you'd rather have that. Yeah, no question. So this is what we need to get back into, that we have to stop this war between the sexes and we have to get on the same page. But we can only do that through conversation. And we can only do that by developing our character first. Know your values and boundaries and being solid in what it is that you want. And on date 3, 4, 5, you can start having those conversations and testing the water, see where she's at. And you do this with fun, with flair, with charisma. It's not a test where you're like, okay, and how do you feel about this? Oh, really? No, it's you're having a dialogue about love languages, about what love truly means to you, and what does showing up in my masculine mean to you? What does it mean to surrender? But my question to you is, are you ready for a relationship? Are you truly ready? I'm not talking about, are you ready for the shit show? Because most guys are, that's what, as soon as they think of relationship, they go, oh, here we go. Oh God, drama, drama, drama. No, I'm talking about the good stuff. Are you ready for the good stuff? The happiness, the connection, the togetherness, the love, the possible family, all those pieces, because it's out there. It truly is. And I will plant my flag and I will claim this as the truth. We've just been sold a bill of goods that women are the enemy. We've been sold a bill of goods that relationships and marriage are fucked up. Yeah, well, yeah, 50% of them are. And 50% of the other 50% are struggling only because they fail to understand sexual dynamics of masculine and feminine energy and the communication required to get on the same page from the get-go. All right, brothers, that's what I got for you today. If this was of value to you, please like, share, comment on it. I would love to hear your thoughts and feedback. This is an incredibly nuanced conversation, and I know you're going to have some pushback, and that's okay. I'm here to stand in the fire for you, and I'm going to deliver the goods anytime, anywhere about the truth of relationship dynamics and helping you be the remarkable man you know is within, to truly be a champion to the women in your life. Yeah, you matter. You truly do. And if you are in a relationship challenge, your dating challenge, you're single and not where you want to be, I invite you to book your one-on-one breakthrough discovery call. Let's have a powerful conversation about where you want your next breakthrough. You'll come away with a crystal clear plan for what's next, and we can explore if we are a fit to work together. Link in the description to book your breakthrough discovery call now. As well, get the book that changed everything, The Remarkable Man, Champions to Women, Heroes to Children, and Brothers to Each Other. As well, brother, join the Remarkable Man Project school community. There, we have an international group of like-minded men, all striving for the 2.0 version, the Remarkable Man Within. It's a great community, it's great camaraderie, and it's amazing brotherhood. Join us. It's free. Click the link in the description. Gentlemen, we are in this crazy clown show, woke agenda world. And now more than ever, this world needs remarkable men. My question to you is, will you be one of them? Brother, have the best day. And remember, you're not alone on the journey. At the Remarkable Man Project, we've got your back. We'll see you again.